All right, friends, this is book 2 of the Aeneid, lines 705 to 720. This is the start of Aeneas escaping from Troy. He has gotten home and he's found Anchises, his dad, Ascanius / Iulus, his kid, and Creusa, his wife, and they're trying to get out. And this is Aeneas laying out the plan for what they're going to do. So it says, that one, that's Aeneas, had spoken, and already through the walls, a more clear, a more evident, maybe, fire is heard. That was like almost exactly an English word order. I didn't notice that last time. And a burning tide. This is like a raging, a boiling, a tide. Yeah, there's notes on it at the bottom. So, and a burning tide rolls closer, more closely. Notice that comparative adverb there. And then this is him talking. You'll notice the start of his quotes, and we are not going to finish the end of his quotes until all the way down to the bottom. So this is a long speech of his. Let me change color for you. Therefore, this is your imperative. Go, dear father, it's vocative, to place yourself, to put yourself, on our neck. It's a poetic plural. He's only got the one neck. It's only the one Aeneas, right? I myself will go under. Can you see will go under with my shoulders, meaning he's going to put Anchises up on his back. So I myself will go under with my shoulders, and this work will weigh down me not. And this work will not weigh me down. In English, we kind of mix up this word order, like all the words that come from which Latin word, right? And that work will weigh down me not. This is from quo to cadent, is a little Latin idiom. Literally means like in whatever and with whatever the situations fall. Really means like in whatever way, however it turns out, whatever may happen. The one and common danger, it's really periculum. Interestingly enough, Google even recognized that that's a syncope, so that underline. So one and the common danger will be considered with the one safety. That's an odd way to say a pretty clear thing. Since we are all sharing in the danger of fleeing together, the only way that will be safe is together, right? Our one danger, our common danger, will also be our shared safety. Let's switch colors for you. Little Iulus, that's your subject. And remember Ulysses, his son, also called Ascanius sometimes. Little Iulus may little Iulus be, it's adjective, a companion for me. And another adjective, may my wife, that was not an underline, that was really just a cross through, sorry. May my wife follow our footsteps from afar. That's an adverb, farly, longly, from afar. It's worth noting, I think, at least, that he is trusting her to not be right next to him. He trusts her to take care of herself. I think that's interesting. Y'all, little family, that's the diminutive of familia. And we talked about familia is really everybody who would depend on Aeneas for money, really. So he's talking here not to his like small group of blood relatives that are with him, Anchises, Ascanius, and Creusa, but like everyone who's with them, everyone who's dependent on him to provide. So y'all, little family, turn, this is another imperative, turn in your minds to the things which I am saying, which I will say, excuse me, future tense. So like give your attention in your minds to the things which I am saying. And now this is his plan. I'm gonna change to green, and this, which I am kind of bracketing in green, that's the plan. That's how he, Aeneas, is gonna get everyone out of the city. So there is at the city egress, that's like the exit to the city, at the city egress, a mound and an old temple of deserted series. Now you'll notice the temple is actually described as old. That's what goes with it grammatically. And then Ceres, the goddess of the hearth and home and we is modified grammatically by deserted. But she hasn't been deserted. The temple has been deserted. So that's a transferred epithet, right? Where the word that actually goes with temple is put with a different word, Ceres. They're closely related. And next to it, an ancient cypress. So Antiqua is feminine because the word cupressus, the word for cypress tree, you can see that that was a Y, it would look a lot more like English, is feminine. Looks masculine, it's feminine. Super common with tree names. I don't really know why. And next to an ancient, like next to it, the temple, is an ancient cypress. Serwata, again, feminine because it's going with cypress. Preserved through many years. I don't know. Through many goes with years, through many years. Those were supposed to be like dot underlines. That was a terrible little just art there. Sorry. Through many years preserved by the religious practice of our fathers. That says of, despite what it looks like. By the religious practice of our fathers. We will come, I'm going to switch colors for you, even though we're still in the plan, I'll just switch to a different color green so you can see he's kind of gotten a new verb. He's starting over with his thoughts. We will come, that's a future tense verb there. We will come into one, probably like this one spot, this one seat out of a diverse path, from a diverse way. I shouldn't have solidly underlined that one. That one's kind of its own thing. Again, I'm just going to switch color greens for you so you can see all the greens in there, but from a diverse place. You want another case for sede, right? From a diverse place. We will come into this one spot from a diverse spot. They're all going to go different ways. They're all going to end up at this cypress tree near the temple, but they're going to go different paths through the city. Now I'm switching colors. I'll go, what I'm going to use yet? Oh, purple. How about? He is now turned to his dad. You, dad. There's another imperative. It's supposed to be a box. Seize, take up, grab the sacred things and the household gods in your hand. Now, I want there to be an est in here. I think that that's an ellipsis of that whole word est. It is wrong. It is nephos. It is like blasphemy. For me, returned from such a war and recent slaughter. So it is nephos for me, returned from such a war and recent slaughter, to touch it, to touch them, to touch all the penates, all the household gods. Remember, he's just been out running through town, watching a bunch of people get murdered, murdering people himself. So he is like, I can't touch the gods. That would be nephos. It would be blasphemy. It's wrong for me to touch them, right? Until I will have washed myself, in a running river. It literally says in a living river, but we know that that means like running water. That was the Roman practice of purification after war, so that you could then worship again. You had to wash yourself in a running river. All right, part 2 is coming up next.